Hey guys! So today I'm going to talk a little bit about Glossier Zit Stick. I believe I found a dupe for it that is about half the price. So if you're interested in saving some money on a pretty great product, please keep watching. So before we get started on the dupe, I just want to introduce the Zit Stick. First off, I want to say that I'm actually a really big fan of the Zit Stick. And if you don't like the dupe I presented, you should still go get this because it actually is a really good product and it works really well. But it does run about $14 US, and that's kind of a lot for some people. I am a really big fan of this. It does work really well. The main ingredients in this are benzoyl peroxide, salicylic acid, and a little bit of tea tree oil, among other things. Those are kind of the main ones that they advertise. It claims to be extremely travel and purse friendly, which I agree with. It's really easy to apply. It's got a sanitary stainless steel roller ball. There we go. Man, I can't talk today. So it's super easy to use. I really like it. It's just a little bit much, so I thought I'd try to find something to dupe it with. So let's talk about the dupe that I think I found, and I'm going to compare it with some things I like and dislike about Glossier Zit Stick. So first of all, the product is, I always say this company's name wrong, but Dupe? Put it down here. Dupe has a tea tree line, actually. They've got a bunch of different products you can check out on their website or in their store if you're near a store. But it's this Korean company and they have the full tea tree line, including this tea tree stick. And I actually was reading up on dupes for Glossier Zit Stick. I've tried quite a few different dupes, but this is the one that I felt got the closest, both in price, packaging, actually working on my skin. The main thing I want to point out, which if you are familiar with this at all, you'll be thinking right now, is this does not have salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide in it. It's more of a less harsh dupe. Maybe if Glossier, their Zit Stick is a little too harsh for your skin, maybe you have sensitive skin, you might want to stay away from benzoyl peroxide, maybe you're allergic to it. Anyway, all of the above, none of the above, something completely different. This is tea tree oil. Obviously, it's the main ingredient. It has a little chamomile and lavender extract, among other things. But tea tree is really high up on the ingredients list, which means there's actually a lot in it, which is what drew me to it in the first place. First things first, the price. If you are able to go into a Dupe store, it's about 5,000 won for this little tube, which is really cheap, and is about a little under $5 US. So you can convert that to your currency. But anyway, it's a really good deal and less than half the price of the Glossier one. Of course, if you're not able to get to a store or you're nowhere near a store, you can get it on a lot of different Korean beauty websites. The one I'm going to talk about now is SokoGlam. I'll put that down here. SokoGlam, and they have it for about $8 US, which is still a really good deal for how much product you get in this, which I'll talk about later. From what I've seen on other sites, it's always under about $10 US, which is still a really good deal. So when it comes to size, it's actually deceptive. It looks like Glossier is a lot larger than the tea tree stick, but this one actually has more product in it. Glossier just has a little bit more packaging. Glossier has, let's see, 0.12 fluid ounces, which is pretty good, and I've honestly had this for a couple months and I'm still using it, so not a lot of complaints there. But the tea tree stick has about 0.3 fluid ounces and it's cheaper, so it is a lot more product. So I'm really happy with the deal I've gotten. Alright, and now onto what really truly matters, how well they actually work. So like I said before, Glossier Zit Stick, I'm a big fan of it. I'm not trying to find a dupe because I don't like it. I actually recommend it if you have really bad breakouts and not sensitive skin. But that being said, it's not a perfect product. One of their main claims is that it would work. You'd start to see a difference in like a couple hours. I think they said 3 hours. Not that the zit would go away completely, but you would start to see it either shrinking down or less redness, just some sort of change. I honestly did not find that to be the case. Maybe it just doesn't work well with my skin. I know there's been a lot of people who swear by the Zit Stick now, but I didn't see any change in a small amount of time. Whereas with the tea tree stick, I do see a decrease in redness, especially, which is something tea tree oil is known to be good for. If you have an especially angry breakout, even if it's not that bad, but it's just really red, putting this on, within a few hours, you'll see a decrease in redness, which is really nice if you're trying to cover it up with makeup. It's really hard when it's bright, bright tomato red. Something else that Glossier claims with the Zit Stick is you can put it on up to 3 times a day, I believe on the same Zit they said. Yes, 3 times a day. I've noticed if I put it on more than once a day, my skin starts to get red. I don't normally have sensitive skin, so that kind of unnerved me a little bit, but after experimentation, as long as I just put it on once a day, it does help, and doesn't irritate my skin. Obviously, this is just tea tree oil. You can put it on as much as you want. I've had instances where I have a really, really angry breakout, and I'll put this on, let it sink in, put some more on. I mean, it doesn't hurt, even if it's not doing anything and it's just mentally helping you feel better about your giant zit. You just keep reapplying it. It's fine. Something else I've noticed about the Glossier Zit Stick is it doesn't seem to work with as many different types of breakouts as I was hoping. What the Zit Stick has been really great for is those really angry, like under the skin zits that hurt really bad. It really seems to help those shrink a little bit. Doesn't seem to help with whiteheads, healing any scabs, and also I tend to get like dots along my chin sometimes or on my forehead. Doesn't seem to help with those at all. I've tried it quite a few times over a long period of time too, and they just don't do anything. They don't get worse, but they don't go anywhere. Once this didn't work, I was like, oh, I'm gonna put this on. I know it'll work. I've used it on it in the past in other tea tree oil products, and it works really, really well for healing scabs and just taking care of those little dots. I don't know what it does, but it works so well. You put this on at least twice a day and they'll be gone in like a couple days. So it's kind of a miracle product for if you get little dots on your chin or forehead, tea tree oil. Alright, and the last thing I'm going to talk about and compare between the two is using these if you are someone who likes to wear makeup. Glossier specifically has clearly stated in their advertising and on their site that you should be able to put this over your makeup. The main problem I found with the Zit Stick is that although it does sink into your skin, and that is actually a thing you could do, it doesn't sink in immediately, and it's actually a kind of creamy, slightly white substance, which when you're at home is fine. I don't care, but I wouldn't want to go to the bathroom during work, put that on, and then come sit down at my desk again, because you can see it. It's a goopy white thing. Even if you put it on lightly, it's still goopy and a little white creamy looking. It does sink in, but unless you want to sit in the bathroom for like 5 to 10 minutes while it sinks in, not ideal for me. And while it doesn't seem to mess up your makeup, there is still like goop on your face. So, I don't know. I wasn't really impressed with that. So that's where the tea tree stick wins again, because it is completely clear. So although it will make your spot a little, I guess, shiny for a second, unless you're going for a completely matte face, it doesn't seem to look that different. And testing it out a few times, both of these wear very well underneath makeup, if that's a problem. You just need to let them dry down for a few minutes, and then go for it. They work just fine. Alright guys, so that is it for my review, my comparison. If there's anything I missed, please let me know. You can leave me a comment down below. You can also follow me on Instagram. And if you like this video or videos like these, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I try to put out a new video about every week. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.